Chairperson, IFSCA, Shri Injeti Srinivasji, Professor Arvind Sahai of the IGPC and IIMA, and Mr. Somasundaram PR, World Gold Council, and all eminent attendees of this August gathering. I think a lot has been said by Chairperson IFSCA as well as Professor Sahai and Som about policy. And as a matter of fact, on the policy continuum, as it were, I can definitely say that over the past few years on the exchange front, as paraphrased by Injeti ji, a lot of things have actually happened. We've seen the advent of MCX in 2003, but over the past few years, after seeing derivatives gather a lot of liquidity, that is the futures, we have seen options and indices become liquid instruments, and SEBI has been absolutely forthright. SEBI has been very supportive, and we have seen the EGR take birth this year. Of course, on the MCX front, and I say this with a lot of passion, a common sense of passion about the Atmanirbhar Bharat mission. In line with that, for the first time over the past 2 years, we set up a process called the MCX Good Delivery Norms, wherein we have enabled domestic refiners, domestic Indian refiners who, after a thorough process of audit, have been made MCX Good Delivery refiners. And I'm very happy to share with this August House that we have seen delivery of more than 4.5 tons of gold in less than 2 years, in the same contract where we have LBMA, refiners delivering. So in a sense, we can all, feel this pride that Indian refining, the quality Indian refining is also coming of age. And I think as a leading bullion exchange, it is it is incumbent upon us to actually strive for whatever is in the benefit of this industry. We have seen the birth of IIBX, and I think that is a major highlight on this continuum which I was talking about in making India, in giving its place in the sun in terms of gold, what it actually always has been, except that these tools and these measures have been lacking or have been there by fits and starts. Now, certainly it is seen to be taking shape. And I think as far as expectations are concerned going forward, IIBX, we feel that starting with the India-UAE CEPA, which will give it the desired momentum, we certainly see a lot of potential. And from our side, we are continuously there, always, I think, on the qualified jeweler front. Personally, we have converted all the MCX big clients, and there's 90 plus of them in sequence, and around 70 odd have already taken the QJ status. So that is one thing to look forward to. And I think the India Gold Policy Center, amid all this, is playing a great role. As a matter of fact, some of us would not know about this, but after the commodity transactions tax came in, what was the impact on the order book? In what manner did the trader start giving orders differently than he was before the CTT? On subjects like this, the IGPC has done tremendous work. And I think policy is a subject which needs continuous feedback from the industry. And I think the IGPC can play that role and actually convey to the government what is required at what stage. And I think in keeping with that, it has been our honor to associate with the IGPC for the awards which are handed out to the best research paper in gold every year. And it's very important that going forward, there is more and more work around gold as an asset class. While on one hand, we see gold deeply entrenched into our very fabric, our very socio-economic fabric, and the knowledge on it is handed down generation to generation. But then at the same time, now that we have so many tools in place, and because we want financialization and monetization of this asset, which is rightly said 20,000 tons. A lot of awareness needs to be built around this subject, and I think this award is just a small contribution in encouraging that type of a research. Thank you.